Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you, and we'll also take a look at some channeled messages from them through these handwritten notes later on. So for the first group, I have this green marble over here, this white stone for group 2, and this purple stone for group 3. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the green marble, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you, after which we'll take a look at your tarot cards and then close the reading with these channeled messages. So the cards that came out for you are security, community, rainbow, prayer, and eliminate gossip. All right, this is rather interesting. I think this person firstly wants to apologize for not trusting you and instead trusting whatever it is that they were being told about you. Because definitely with community over here, there was some interference from people from the outside, which wasn't needed, because with security, they want you to know that they were aware how perfect the connection was and how much potential there was. In fact, they also are admitting that they knew that you were pretty comfortable and safe in this connection with them. You are not the person who had insecurities, it was them. And they are admitting it. They want you to know that they were the one who had always, right from the start, been insecure about this connection, because they always felt as if you were the answer to their prayers. You were basically the kind of person that they'd always been hoping to come across, always been hoping to meet. And just the fact that you came in their life after a very troubled time, or after perhaps they'd been through some tensions in previous connections with previous partners, they couldn't believe their luck that they'd finally found you. And the people around them, they took advantage of the insecurity that they had. The place where this person went wrong was that they indulged in that gossip, that they paid heed to whatever was being told to them about you. And it was most probably being done by someone or some people who are older than you guys in age. So it's either some older friends of this person or some older members of their family, someone like that. Someone whom even you know too well. And when you do find out who these people are, or if you've already found out who these people are, it might have come as a bit of a shock to you, because with community, I don't think you were expecting that people like these, people whom you looked up to, could have gone behind your back and tried to sabotage your connection, which they successfully did. Your person wants you to know that they have regretted this very heavily, and the more that they've replayed all of those conversations in their head that they had with you, how uselessly they doubted you, they're feeling they're feeling terribly horrible and guilty about it. And they're too shy and they're too coward, actually would be the word. They absolutely lack the courage that it would take to come and talk to you and to make up for whatever it is that they did. With rainbow and prayer over here, your person is saying that because I do not have the guts to face you, because I did not believe you, I chose people outside of our connection, I trusted people outside of our connection instead of believing my partner, which was you. I can only pray, I can only hope that things can work out well between us in the future, or that there still is a scope, that there still can be a rainbow beyond the clouds in this connection. I do not want to admit that this connection is over. I do not want to believe that this connection is over. And what's more difficult for me to admit, to accept rather, than the connection being over is the fact that it got over in the first place because of something that I did. I should have been more secure about us, about this connection, about you. I should have had more faith in it. My faith in you and this connection should have been as resolute as yours. I mean, how could I not see the fire that burned in your eyes and the passion that you had in your heart for me and for us? All those dreams that we discussed about, all those plans that we made for the future. how could I just let it all slide because of something that was being told to me? And without any concrete proof too. It was just something that was conveyed to me via the grapevine, and I still chose to believe it. That's how easy it was for these people to rattle my feathers. They knew what they were doing. I have no idea what they have against you. I have no idea what they have against me. How could they even think about using me to get to you? Whatever their personal agenda was, whatever the hidden agenda or hidden motive was to get back to you, to get back at you or to hurt you, I just feel a lot of shame and a lot of sadness in knowing that I was so gullible that they could have used me, that they were able to use me to hurt you. And I take full responsibility for everything that happened. You kept on telling me over and over and over again that there was no truth to any allegations that I was, all the fingers that I was pointing at you and everything that I was saying at you. And yet I chose to completely not believe you, not to trust you. It's almost as if I was deaf to whatever it is that you were saying to me. Almost as if I was blind to the love that you had in your eyes for me at that time. I couldn't see the tears in your eyes. I couldn't see the anger, the hurt in your tone. It's like I had tunnel vision and I was just focusing on what I'd gotten to know about these people. I did not even feel the need to verify. I did not even feel the need to cross-check. I just heard, came, and started hurling abuses at you. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have Judgment, the Star, Queen of Swords, and the Devil. Yep, definitely there was a bad influence on this connection. So your person is saying that, look, at the time, I absolutely failed to understand the hidden motives, hidden agendas of whoever it is that fed me all sorts of crap and lies about you. And the fact that you were going on defending yourself vehemently, I couldn't see the truth behind it. In fact, at that time when you were defending yourself, when you were telling me that, what the heck are you saying, that there's no truth to it, in my mind, I thought, oh, why is Group 1 being so defensive? It means that there is some truth to whatever it is that was told to me. Those people basically manipulated me. They played with my mind. They used me to hurt you. And they were successful in that. And after you left, there were a lot of things that were told to me, a lot of revelations that happened. I found out how they used me to hurt you for absolutely no fault of yours. I found out how those people were utterly selfish. They were never my friends. They were never my well-wishers in the first place. And just the fact that I allowed them to pull my strings in such a manner that they could harm you through me is a thought that till date makes me shiver. And of course makes me feel extremely ashamed for what I did. I have thought about you every day since. I have thought about the way I behaved with you since. I did not give you any opportunity to tell me your side of the story. I just keep on denying it. I just kept on pointing fingers at you. I totally get why you are so cold with me right now. I totally get why you have absolutely zero interest in talking to me, because I let you down. And I get that. I absolutely get that. I'm actually not expecting much from you. There's just hope in my heart that somehow what we had can get rekindled. Somehow the fire that you had in your heart for me and that I continue to have in my heart for you is still burning. And that through that fire, it can hopefully act as a common denominator and help us get back together. I sincerely hope that this isn't the end of us and the end of this connection. I turned toxic towards the end. That was not my intention. That was not my plan. As you know, that I had openly discussed all of those dreams and the kind of life that I wanted to live with you. I saw you being a part of that life with me. I envisioned that. And yet when this thing happened, I just spiraled out of control. If you do not want to talk to me, if you absolutely cut me through your words if I try talking to you, I would understand all of it. Like I said, I am not expecting much from you. There's just hope in my heart that we can get back to how we used to be. And if you do give me that opportunity, I promise you that this time around, I will not let anybody come between us. I will not make the same mistakes like I did last time around. Okay, you or this person might be having Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Capricorn in your charts. Let's take a look at some messages from this person now. Spirit, what does group 1's person want to say to them? What does group 1's person want to say to them? What does group 1's person want to say to them? What does group 1's person want to say to them? What does group 1's person want to say to them? Okay. So the first card is formulating an escape plan to leave the karmic partner. Now, this does not mean that for all of you, this person is in a connection with someone else. In fact, karmic partner does not even have to be something romantic. We did have the devil over here, so it can be that one unhealthy influence that is there in this person's life, older than them, and who had in the first place sabotaged this connection with you. Now that this person has identified who that individual is, they're making a plan to cut all ties with that person. Then the second message that we have is, I am feeling the pain that I have caused you. I think this explains why they said that if you are rude to them now, they'll totally understand why are you behaving this way with them. Then we have, I keep myself busy with the things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. So if you feel as if just because they are the ones who had left you, they've moved on from you, or they've stopped thinking about you, or they do not care about you at all, that is not true. Because they absolutely do realize that it was all their fault, which is why you are heavily on their mind. Despite our separation, my heart still belongs to you. It's quite possible that for a lot of you, ever since you both separated, this person hasn't really dated anybody, at least not that seriously, because their heart is still hung up on you. And I think part of the reason why their heart is still hung up on you is because they did have genuine feelings for you. It's just that because of their insecurity and whatnot, they completely decided to overlook that part of theirs and chose to focus on what was being fed to them at the time. All right, group 1, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, so for those of you who chose the white stone, first let's take a look at your oracles to find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you. Then we'll take a look at your tarot cards and then channeled messages to close your reading. So the oracles that came out for you are stillness, observer, closeness, impasse, and enjoy heaven on earth. All right, group 2. Your person says that they can feel that you are beginning to emotionally detach yourself from them. They feel as if your guards are up at the moment, and anything that they do or say or any gesture or any action from their side might not have the kind of effect they're hoping it would have on you. They're saying that they miss being close to you, they miss that physical proximity, they miss that intimacy, and they miss that emotional connection and bond with you as well. They're saying that nobody understood them as well as you did. In fact, you understood the things that they did not even say. You could read their face, you could read their eyes, and they haven't really found anybody like that ever since. They miss that bond. They're saying that the fact that you have gone like radio silent on them, they do not like that at all. They get very curious to know what's up with you, what's going on with you. Are you with anyone? Are you single? This bridge between you both, they feel as if it's just getting wider and wider with every passing day. And they can't think of a way to cross it. They can't think of a way to make things right with you. They're saying that ever since you have distanced yourself to such an extent from them, they've been constantly living in the past. They have been living in the memories of what this connection used to be once upon a time. And I can see over here with Enjoy Heaven on Earth that it used to be rather beautiful, at least when it first started. Obviously, problem might have started a little while after that, which is why today you guys are not in a connection anymore. But how beautiful it used to be when it first started, what we usually call the honeymoon phase. They're saying that they are reliving all of those memories. They're also admitting over here that now that they think about all of the good times that they had with you, and the fact that zero action from your side and all of this silence has really given them a lot to work with, kind of like food for thought, which you can't even see. They're saying that they have noticed a pattern that they have, which they might have indulged in with previous partners too, which they have now identified as the root cause of perhaps all problems in this connection. They're saying that they never really allowed you to get that close to them in terms of vulnerability. They're saying that, look, you were always very upfront and very direct with me. You had absolutely no inhibitions expressing your emotions in front of me. You were always 100 times better at communication as compared to me. And I just didn't let you come that close to me. I did not tell you much about myself. I made sure that you never met my family. I did not even introduce you to too many of my friends. I don't know what was I scared of. I really don't. Because now when I think about it, there were no red flags in you, and our connection was absolutely beautiful. And there could have been more that came out of it. I don't know, maybe I got scared. Maybe I got too scared of letting my guard down, of opening up. Was I scared of getting hurt? That is also something that I can't say for sure. With the moon over here, I feel like the person that you're asking about, group 2, honestly, themselves is pretty clueless about why they behave the way that they do. And they're admitting it themselves over here that this is a pattern. It's not just you that they find it difficult to be vulnerable with. It perhaps is a general pattern with every other personal relationship of theirs, whether romantic or platonic. So they're saying, look, I don't know where this stems from. I don't know why I am the way that I am. But ever since you've been gone and I've had some time to think, I have realized that perhaps this was the biggest, if not the only problem in our connection. That I was horrible at communication. Half of the times I always left you guessing, left you wondering. I had difficulty opening up to you. And somewhere I was also rather set on my ways and maybe even a bit too stubborn. I think I just got spoiled. You basically made sure that you could avoid tensions for as long as possible in our connection. And maybe that's the reason why you just kept on obliging to the things that I would say. You made compromises for my sake and to ensure that there was peace and calm and harmony in this connection. And I took it in a totally different sense. I started treating you as if you were some submissive personality whom I could treat the way that I wanted. And that's where I went wrong. Instead of trying to figure out, with your help, where were my issues stemming from, what the problem was, or heck, even trying to at least make an effort to open up to you, I just would become very guarded, very closed off, and I thought that dictating you or showing my power would perhaps be the only way to keep this connection afloat. You were always so kind to me. You kept up with my nonsense for as long as you possibly could, and I genuinely appreciate it. But if you reached your breaking point, if you ran out of your patience with me, I also understand where that comes from, where you come from. And I'm not blaming you for it at all, because I can see now that there were so many problem areas in me that I wasn't even fully aware of, neither did I ever feel like tackling them. What I regret the most perhaps now is not even making an effort to get closer to you or to open up to you. I enjoyed all of that care, I enjoyed that attention, I enjoyed that affection. But now when I think about it, when I think about our happy days, I can see that the ratio of give and take, it was just messed up. I was taking more from you and I was barely giving you anything in return, and that was not right. So if you decided not to put up with it any longer, I totally get it. And I wish I could take it all back. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Moon, okay, Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. You were always so sure about me, and I was always in doubt. Should I open up to group 2 or should I not? Should I, go head first in this connection, give it my all, or should I wait it out? I feel like our energies were always misaligned right from the get-go. You were always more present in this connection as compared to me. I am a classic crash and burn case, and I can see that now. And you took things slowly, but at least you were building up on a steady and solid foundation. Me, back in the day when I was with you, I was more of a came, conquered, left kind of a person. I cannot begin to tell you the impact that you've had on me, because had it not been for you, I probably wouldn't have been able to understand that there was this problem with me, or problems rather. The fact that I could never make up my mind about what the right thing to do would be, the fact that I had so many difficulties opening up to people, being vulnerable, hiding my emotions, hiding my fears, hiding my anxieties, finding it difficult to understand whether I should, consider this connection to be a ride or die, or whether I should consider this connection to be some fleeting affair that I'll be over. Well, what I can tell you right now is that I am not over you. And I still feel the same kind of passion that I did towards you back then, even now. And I absolutely regret the fact that you were always more sure of me than I was of you back then. And like I said, honestly, till date, I don't know where this is stemming from. The only thing that I have been able to crack so far is that this is a pattern. Where did it come from? What are the origins? I don't know. Do I need help? Maybe. Will I get that help? I don't know. I haven't quite made up my mind about it just yet. I just wish that I did not treat you like a second-class citizen in this connection, and that I treated you like an equal, and that you did not have to do all of the work on behalf of both of us in this connection. I wish I could be more present, and not just for the fun times, but for the difficult times too that every connection has. It's like I was present with you in all the highs, and I was absolutely incognito during all the lows. And that was bad of me. I shouldn't have done that to you. Okay, you or this person might be having Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, or Aries, Leo, Sag in your charts. Okay, let's take a look at some channeled messages from this person now. Spirit, what does group 2's person want to say to them? What does group 2's person want to say to them? What does group 2's person want to say to them? What does group 2's person want to say to them, Spirit? Okay. So the first message over here is, I was blind and frozen to our connection, but not anymore. This explains the reason group 2, why when they were with you, they couldn't make up their mind whether or not to treat this connection as a ride or die, or whether to treat it as a fleeting affair. In fact, I feel like with Observer over here, it's only after you left that they realized the kind of impact that you had on their lives, or what you actually meant to them. Then we have, you mesmerize me at every turn. They are pretty mesmerized by you, of course, and I think that is one of the reasons why, even though you're not talking to them, they still are so curious to know about you, to know what you've been up to. Are you with someone or not? I wouldn't really call it an obsession, but you definitely do have a hold on this person. Then we have, please understand that I was in pain. I never meant to ruin things. Interesting. Now, I did pick up on that this person does not fully understand the extent of why they behave the way that they do. But maybe the more time that they've got to think about it, they at least understand that it was never their intention to hurt you. Whatever they did not do it on purpose. And then the last message over here is, wishing you were here with me right now, which again brings us back to the card of closeness, wherein I said that they are missing that intimacy, that close proximity, and just that emotional connect that you were trying to form with them. So they really do miss you, and that of course might be one of the reasons why they are so curious to know how you feel about them till date. Or are you planning on always continuing to be so distant from them? Alright, group 2. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 3. So for those of you who chose the purple stone, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out what does the person on your mind want to say to you, post which we'll take a look at your tarot cards and then close the reading with some channeled messages. So the oracle cards that came out for you are trust, message in a bottle, feather, perseverance, and ask for what you want. Interesting. So the first message over here right off the bat is that this person is going to try to communicate with you. They're telling you about it beforehand. They're saying that I will try to communicate with you, but I will be sneaky about it. I am not ready to give up on you just yet. I am not ready to let go of you or to let go of this connection. You still mean an awful lot to me, more than I've been ever able to tell you, more than I've ever been able to express. Even through my actions, I do realize now that I was not there for you when you needed me. You were going through a lot in your life, and at a time when I should have been there with you, I should have been your shoulder to cry on, is when I disappeared from your life. I left. And that was utterly selfish and wrong of me. I did not tell you why I did what I did. I just ghosted you. I did not return your calls. I did not reply to your messages. And honestly, that was a very cowardly thing to do. I should have trusted my instincts more. I should have been brave enough to answer your questions. I should have at least had the decency to give you a closure, and I did none of those things. Probably because I did not want to admit to myself that the connection was over and that I was the one, in fact, who had decided to close that chapter, to close that book. And again, like I said, it isn't quite over for me just yet. I did a very shitty thing, if I'm being totally honest. I think that the reason why I did not tell you why I did what I did, the reason why I did not give you any closure, is so that I could find a channel to come back to you whenever I felt like it. And maybe my approach to the whole thing was wrong. Not maybe, actually, I'm absolutely positive at this point that my approach to the whole thing was wrong. I mean, what was I thinking? That I could just leave and then come back whenever I wanted? That wasn't right. It's been a long time since then, and I've had some time to think about it. And the more that I think about it, the more I realize that I was so horrible and mean to you for absolutely no fault of yours. You look gorgeous now, by the way. This transformation, this glow up, the new haircut, that dress, you look fine. You look so beautiful. I wish I could hold you. I wish I could be there with you. I wish I just trusted you and this connection and my feelings for you more. Now, here's a little secret about me. I have a very hard time confessing things to myself. So how could I have done that to you? I was having a hard time accepting that I had feelings for you, that I had such deep feelings for you. It's like I just bottled them all up. I bottled up all my emotions and, like, never to talk about it again, never to speak about it again. And I just left as if nothing had happened, as if you did not mean anything to me. When you did, you really did. Even when I was leaving somewhere, I knew that I couldn't actually leave, if that makes any sense. Even when I was leaving, I knew that this isn't something that I want to do. Honestly, I don't know why I did it. I just know that it was a very shitty thing to do, to leave you like that. I think part of the problem was that you were always more sure of us, of this connection, and what it is that you wanted out of this connection. Your intentions had always been more clear than mine. I feel like I was just trying to figure out where this is going. Maybe our pace did not match. I don't know. I don't know what the reason was, but I feel like I should have trusted you my feelings and this connection a lot better. And I should have at least tried to tell you how I felt, to tell you the depth of my emotions, the depth of my feelings. And hey, look, the way that I left, the way that I behaved with you after that, it might have made you doubt, it might have made you questions that you did not mean anything to me. But I have been trying to communicate with you. I will try to communicate with you now also, but I have been leaving all of these signs here and there, all of these feathers that you see on your path, all of these pink flowers that I leave on your path every morning, sometimes the white ones too. It's me. Those missed calls that you get from unknown numbers, that's also me sometimes. Do you know there's this app that you can use to call people to different numbers? I don't know who comes up with that shit, but it exists. So I decided, hey, why not use it? There's so much actually that I have to say to you, and I feel so stupid even, I don't know, will you even listen to me? Because there's so much of it that I never said to you, that I never admitted to myself. I was the one who left you. I left you. I hurt you. I know I hurt you. I made you cry. Why then would you even be interested in listening to what I have to say? You might feel like melodrama, and it might seem like that, but it's not. It really isn't. It's not melodrama. It's just, I don't know, a late realization perhaps. That's how I would describe it. But then again, I wouldn't force myself on you. I would rather ask you to trust your gut. If you feel like I'm deserving of a second chance, then please, by all means, go ahead and give me that chance. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Sun, Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Justice. What can I say? You were so much better than me. You were better looking, you were more successful, you had a better network, and in general, you were a better person than I was. I felt like you had it all going for you. And it's like I was watching everything happening from the sidelines, wishing that I could be more involved. I don't know why I stopped myself. Now when I think about it, I definitely feel as if I never really saw myself as your equal. But the way that I took it out on you, it might have seemed as if I was punishing you for being better than me, which was not fair. I was not fair to you, and I can do anything to right my wrongs at this point in time. When I should have taken action, I didn't. When it was time for me to prove my loyalty towards you, I didn't. When you needed me and I should have been there for you, I wasn't. I don't know. I guess I was just too mature, way too up in my head. I did not really think things through. An idea came in my mind and I just acted on it rather impulsively, rather harshly. And not replying to your messages, not returning your calls was a very shitty thing to do. I should have done that. I should have taken action. Maybe talking to you would have made me feel better. I should have at least told you what I was thinking. But then here's the thing, I wasn't thinking straight. Sometimes I feel like, honestly, I was just, I don't know, jealous of you, that you would outshine me. Before you came in my life, I was the popular one. I was the one that everybody always wanted to surround or be with. And then you came along and you picked me. You chose me. And it took me a really long time, firstly, to figure out what you saw in me. And when I couldn't see that, I think it fed my ego in all the wrong ways possible. And instead of being grateful that you chose me of all the options that you had, instead of being nice to you, instead of committing 100% to you and to this connection, I bottled up my heart and I let my ego rule over this connection, and sometimes over you too. I had this prevailing sense of justice back then, which was absolutely horrible. I don't know why, but I felt as if I was entitled to do all of the decision making in this connection. I felt as if whatever it is that I was doing was right because, hey, how could I ever be wrong? And now that I think about it, in retrospect, that was totally, totally wrong on my part. There were two people in the connection. It wasn't just me. So how could I have single-handedly taken all the decisions and then just imposed them on you? And the fact that I did not even have the decency to talk to you, to tell you what happened, it kills me every day. I live with that guilt. It has become a part of me now. I'm just hoping that, and because I know that there is so much goodness in your heart, that perhaps you will trust me when I tell you all of these things. And maybe you will give me a chance to make things right, because I sincerely do want to make things right. I cannot begin to tell you how much I miss you. And making things right won't just be an act of redemption, you know. It's not because I want to take the high road or because I want to... It's not atonement that I'm looking for. It's you. It's you that I'm looking for. And in the process, I would like to correct my mistakes. Very interesting. You or this person might be having Leo, Libra, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your charts. Okay, let's take a look at some channeled messages from this person now, group 3. Spirit, what does group 3's person want to say to them? What does group 3's person want to say to them? What does group 3's person want to say to them? Okay. So the first card over here is, I can't wait for the day we will start living our life together. So definitely they are missing you a hell lot. I think one of the cards that flipped was, we're not there just yet. So they know that it's not going to be that easy to be able to come near you this time around, but they're still pretty desperate for that to happen. Then we have, can you please forgive me? They hope that you can forgive them, but now that they are understanding the intensity of the hurt that they had caused you, they're starting to doubt whether or not you will actually be able to forgive them. Pretending to be happy with my current situation when I'm not. So if you guys are connected on social media, maybe you see all of these fantastic posts of them going places, seeing people, having the time of their life, but they are confessing over here that, look, that's all just a big pretense. I'm playing pretend. I might seem to be very happy from the outside, but without you, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Why can't you just tell me how you feel? Your actions are confusing me. This is interesting. This message will not resonate for all of you, which is why I will pull out an extra card for this group. But this one is for those of you who are somewhat still in touch, sporadic communication perhaps, or that you guys are connected on social media. Sometimes you do things, say things, or post things, group 3, which they feel like is a sign from your side for peace, but they're not quite sure. So they're wondering, why are you being indirect? Why can't you just tell them clearly if you have forgiven them or if you want to talk to them or not? And because this won't resonate with everyone, because of course not all of you are still in touch, I'm going to pull out an extra card for this group. Spirit, what is group 3's person want to say to them? Oh, 2 came out. Okay, lucky you, group 3. It's important for me to obtain financial stability. I think this perhaps might help a little bit with all of these self-worth issues that they feel. I type and delete texts. Okay, so even if you guys are not connected on social media, like the people for whom this message would resonate, if they still have your number, they definitely do type texts and then delete them because they just, in those moments, perhaps cannot find the courage to actually send those messages through. Alright, group 3, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up, let me know on the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.